Hi, everybody. Welcome to Silver Speech Speaking Series. My name is Marcy Silver, and I'm a speech language pathologist. I am here to introduce to you my very own Brennan, who is an athlete. He loves sports. He has a great sense of humor, and he works very, very hard at his speech, and he's ready for graduation soon. So I thought everybody would need to know what it takes to be a star speech student and be on the road to graduation. Okay, so Brennan, please, would you introduce yourself?
My name is Brennan Miller. I was from New York City, initially now in Florida, now online in Marcy, and I think speech is really fun.
Okay, I've known Brennan since he was 3 years old. How old are you now?
I am 7.5 years old.
Wow, you are getting so old. You're growing up so fast. Okay, so Brennan, tell us a little bit about your interests.
I love sports. Like, those are my main things that I watch every time. I love art a lot. I do a lot of art at home. And I love innovation. Like, I love technology a lot.
Wow, those are some special interests that you love. Okay, so let's talk about when you began speech therapy.
I think I began speech therapy when I was 3.5.
Okay. Yeah, I think you did too. And when I first saw Brennan, he had a number of sounds he needed to practice.
A lot.
Yeah, including the F sound, the V sound. We had to trap that tongue and keep your tongue behind your teeth for S and Z. And we worked on sh, ch, and ja. So those are just some of them, some of the sounds that we worked on. So can you remember any other sounds that we needed to work on?
I think my R sounded like W's.
Good point. Yeah. So these are all the sounds that we used to work on and we are finishing with. And so he is on the road to graduation. So what games did you used to play and what types of games do you do online with me?
So when we are in New York in person, we did Potato Man, where every time Marcy thought you did a good word, you gotta put superheroes on the potatoes.
Ooh, I love those superhero potato heads.
Yeah, I love those too.
Do you remember which one was your favorite?
Probably Iron Man. I really like Iron Man.
Ah, yeah. I got some new ones like Falcon.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah. All right. So tell me, Brennan, how often do you do homework?
Oh, way back then, I used to do 20 minutes every day. And now today, I only do it on Mondays.
Nice. Yeah, because you're almost finished. So we're sort of on the maintenance plan where in conversation on the playground with mom and dad, with friends. So we make sure that Brennan is able to carry it over with not just me, but others around him. So a lot of times children are able to do the therapy with me and carry over the sounds with me, but then when they get into the other environments, that's more difficult for them. So Brennan does a really good job of doing that. And mom always gives me examples of what is still difficult. Okay, so tell me, Brennan, what is your favorite part of speech therapy?
I really like the games a lot. Those are really cool. And I like talking to Marcy a lot. Like, she's easy to have a conversation with.
Yeah, you are too. So we always talk about sports. And he always just gives me an update as to what is in and what is out, right? Um, you know, when we transferred to online, we needed to change our format. And so when you're online, it's really important to really target interests of children. So in this situation, we would do quizzes about which sports character you were, which sport, who is your favorite NBA player, and are you just like your favorite NBA player?
Yeah.
And oftentimes you were. Exactly, right? So it changes depending on what we're working on, but in person is very different than online. Okay, let's see what other questions I have for you. What's your least favorite part of speech therapy?
When I get home, I do not like going straight to my room and going on speech. Like I like take my time and then go do speech.
That's a good point. So sometimes children need a break, a nice break, a snack, television time, and then speech. And some children need to have it happen right away so that their stamina is still there and then they can do all of those things. But it's preference too. So thank you so much for letting me know that. Okay. And lastly, I hear now, which you told me, is that you do speeches. So tell me more about your speeches.
So on my speeches, every night we're at Bobby's and Zadie's or Amy's or at my house where people come over, I do a speech. And I always plan it like a day before.
Wow. So can you share one of your speeches with us?
Um, I I always use. I'm glad everybody's here tonight. I wish everybody has the best night tonight, and happy Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, any night.
Wow. So that's like if your Bubby and Zadie come over or a family member or a friend comes over. How about when you're on the field with your friend playing a sport, or do you give sports speeches?
No, I just say like play ball or like let's go or like a lot of that stuff. I don't do speeches and sport them.
Oh, okay. So that was an amazing interview. So Brennan, I just want to point out that Brennan's tongue used to be out of his mouth, and now he's able to use his teeth to put his tongue behind his teeth. He also is able to lip round and make a good W, O, and oo sound. He's able to curl his tongue back for R's, and he's able to trap air for sh, ch, and j. He lost his teeth. So this just happened right before the interview. So he sounds great even with his tooth missing. He might lose a second tooth, which might cause his tongue to sneak out because he's going to have a hole in his mouth. But what we do is we just check in, do some maintenance sessions once those teeth come in to make sure that he is following through on everything he's learned over the years. Right, Brennan?
Yeah, a lot.
Okay, so that is the end of our interview. But what I will share with you is some videos of Brennan when he was smaller, when he was 3 years old. We're going to show videos of him when I first saw him, so you can see all of the progress that he's made. So congratulations, Brennan.
Thank you.
I'm going to miss you, but we will connect anyway when I go to visit you, or we can check in on Zoom.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you so much for joining us.
Well,
Thank you.
Ache.
ache.
Right.
Right.
Run.
Run.
Rich. Read.
Read.
Rag.
Rag.
Good. Reds.
Red.
Good. I want you to say beds.
Red.
Good. I want you to say pads.
Pads.
Good. I want you to say red.
Red.
Lord.
Lord.
Good. Nice job. And I love how you're keeping your tongue behind your teeth. And I want you to go. Good. Good. So we need to vibrate those vocal cords. Good work. Okay, ready? Shopkins.
Shopkins.
Again.
Shopkins.
Good.
Shopkins.
Good. Now I want you to say.
I
I want you to go. Oh, I want you to go. Ch. 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 Now j. J. Good. J. Good. Thank you for letting me squeeze those cheeks.